If you pull back the curtain on every multiple six-figure and seven-figure YouTube business, right? A YouTuber that has a business producing that much amount in revenue, there are key crucial things that they are doing within their content creation system that allows efficiency and profitability. And I'm going to break that down in today's video. It's something that I've been actively studying, reviewing, tweaking in my own, YouTube business, right? So for my YouTube channel, the one you're watching right now, and the business on the back end. And so if you're excited about talking about scalable systems, go ahead and comment systems down below and let's get into today's video. And so before we move too far into detail with what it is we're talking about today, we must first define what the heck a system is anyway. It's been thrown around the internet and social media world more and more lately, but I just want to be clear on what my definition of a system is when it comes to online business processes and everything. So it is officially, Marissa's officially, a repeatable assembly line of tools, processes, and people. So those three components make up a system, all right? And when you have to have all three in order for this system to create an output, right? An output meaning the desired result. So whether that's creation of YouTube videos, whether that is sales in your business, whether that is a productivity KPI. KPI stands for key performance indicator that you're trying to hit. A system is what you need, and that's what a system is. So I'm going to put right here, tools, processes, if you're from Canada, and or process if you're from the US, okay? So it's a repeatable assembly line, of these three things right here. All right, and this is really important because the tool part, right, as we're going to talk about today, is going to be able to really automate a lot of processes for you. People are who's involved, whether that's you or somebody on your team, and the process is literally just like the step-by-step on how this function in your business and on your YouTube channel gets done. Okay, so let's break this down a little bit more when we talk about multiple six-figure, and seven-figure systems. Content creation, we will start there, okay? Because if you are creating content for your business via YouTube or other social media avenues, you have a system in place that allows you to create the content, a routine, really, right? And it all starts, in my opinion, there to fast track your momentum, to create more content in less amount of time, and to really keep your energy levels and productivity high. And so the way that we break down, or the way that we do our content creation systems here on Team Subscribers to Sales, Team Marissa Romero, is we use a tool called Asana. Okay, we use a tool called Asana. It's a project management web-based tool. We love it because it has so many amazing functions. But another reason why we love it is because it's free. And unlike a ton of other platforms out there, the free version of Asana can do so many things as far as project management, assigning tasks, visualizing or visually being able to see the the progress of everything, being able to add a bunch of team members before you have to pay for the next level. So we use Asana, and this is going to be a big part of what I talk about today is Asana. Processes, we outline every single step in the content creation process, who's in charge of it, and when it has to be due within our Asana project, okay? People, so the people involved in this particular system is me, right? Because I'm the one creating this content, filming, okay? And I have to hand it off to other people on my team to actually get it from script to filming to actually public on YouTube, right? And optimize and making sure the optimization and viral strategies and all that is good to go. So what happens in between? All right, so we have this project in Asana where we have it set up. where it looks like a food tracker. If you think about Uber Eats, if you're in South America, if you think about Rappi, you know where your order is and every step of the process. It's the same thing with your content. You need to know and also have it in a central place. That's the whole purpose and function of Asana. You need to know where your videos are at all times, okay? You need to know what their names of the videos are. You need to know what number they are, what order they go in, and what due date they are. So we start by laying out a simple board in Asana, super easy, and it's like, well, what's on the very beginning of that board? It's my content pillars for this channel. So I have columns of my content pillars, and those are where my video ideas go. Okay, once I select the titles and video ideas, I start to craft a light script. Sometimes with, if you have been following me, right now I'm doing a 30-day challenge where I'm posting every single day for 30 days. These videos, I'm not scripting. Okay, I take about 2 minutes to think about what I'm gonna say in the video, turn the camera on, and I'm going. All right, but normally when I'm doing a full production or I'm doing a sponsor video, I have to script some things out. So then the first column would be like scripting the video. The second in the order is filming. And then the third is transferring the footage. The next one is briefing to my editors, where I will say anything specific like, oh, I want to include this screenshot, this B-roll, etc. So the briefing stage is the last involvement of my time in this whole process. All right, then it goes to editing, then it goes to Q&A, then it goes to optimization, and then it's cooked and well done in the oven, then it's ready to come out, then it's ready to eat, right? Then it's ready to get published on YouTube. So that's what it is, our literal content creation system on YouTube. And so the tools here, as I mentioned, are Asana. The people involved with this are me, Marissa, my YouTube editors, because we have two, channel manager. Okay, so the channel manager, they all have different roles, but YouTube editor, YouTube editor, and channel manager, these are the three people involved with the content creation process. As I mentioned, the number one tool we use is Asana, and in Asana, we are able to map out step by step the process that is involved so that no tasks or anything gets skipped in the process. And that is how we're able to make it happen week after week, because what this system allows is transparency. It allows everything to be centralized so that we don't have a process in, on a sticky note, or we don't have a process on a to-do list. It's all right there where we can see what's going on. This is also where we house our thumbnails, different graphics or YouTube shorts that we need. Asana allows you to upload and allows you to integrate with Google Drive and other tech tools that we regularly use every day, including Slack, right? Including Dropbox. So it's really, really, really cool. And this is how we're all able to not have to remember anything and not have to use our precious energy to be like, oh, what am I talking about? Who did the. It's all right there. So we all, brainlessly go to Asana and be like, okay, what's going on today? And we can easily see it. So if you're interested in learning more about this, right now during this 30-day content blitz, we've launched the world premiere of Subscribers to Sales Systems, right? Which is a 75-minute workshop that really allows you to set up this entire Asana system, which will catapult your growth and your revenue, because you don't have to waste a ton of energy on the thinking, right, behind this. Again, it's a quick 75-minute module. You can go through it in less than 2 hours. It comes with a ton of bonuses. I give you my business templates, revenue generating templates, and also my YouTube signature workflow and system, the one that I'm describing right here, where you can have it clearly mapped out. You can add your team currently or in the future. And I also show you how to set up and organize your entire business on here, not just YouTube workflow, but that's a huge part. But I also go over how to set up your whole business. You can operate it there and stop operating your business through your head, okay? So the whole idea of Subscribers to Sales Systems is you'll be able to save 10 to 12 hours per week, create more space for efficiency, profitability, be able to actually get organized and stop with the overwhelm and the burnout. That is what you are going to be able to discover and be able to operate at a whole new spacious level and protect your energy week by week. So go ahead and check that product out. It'll be the first link in the description with the 30% discount code, and get your hands on these one-time bonuses. Now, we'll take a look at everything else that's involved when it comes to systems and systems that sell, systems that make money. In every business, there's core functions, okay? And there's a plane flying by. Doesn't matter. All right. So the other systems that we have are sales systems, okay? Your client delivery systems. And this counts as whether you're a coach, consultant, e-learning, course provider, SaaS, it doesn't matter. There's always a client delivery component to it. Customer service, financing, right? So the financial piece of your business, the books, the taxes, etc., and marketing. Okay, so these are really the core functions of every single business, and they all need ironclad systems in order to, one, like be how do I say this? To be entities in your business that are able to function on their own, also to support the overall goal and vision of the company. And so what that means is like, hey, you need to get these systems right. Okay, so systemize once, I say autopilot forever. Autopilot for you, autopilot for your team. And so let's just break down an example of what I mean. And any system really that you want to build is possible with your project management tool. It is possible in this case with Asana, and I go over that a lot in the systems mini course. So the sales system, at a glance, it could be a few things. Okay, so first, you have to decide for your sales system, is it going to be evergreen or is it going to be a launch, or a combination of both? Okay, so evergreen and launch. I personally can't stand launches. This year, I've only done one so far. Right now, I'm launching my new S2S systems mini course, and I'll walk you through how we did it. So I literally created a project in my Asana, which is actually something I include as a bonus in this course, but the project includes a template of everything you need to launch a course. Okay, so it includes like all the assets you need. You're going to need a sales page, a copy for the sales page. You're going to need product mock-ups. You're going to need design mock-ups for every like bonus. You're going to need a logo for the product. You're going to need a name. Okay, so that's like part one, is outlining every single thing you need. You need to integrate Stripe. You need to create your checkout page. You need to test the funnel. You'll need a thank you page. You'll need a delivery system to get your customer the product. Okay, is that going to be automatic? It better, because all the tools nowadays, Kajabi, ClickFunnels, Kartra, which is what I currently use, all of these things in a softwares can automatically deliver courses. And this is like, basic what you need to do to deliver and sell online nowadays. You want it to be automatic delivery. So that's one component of the whole sales system, right, in our business. So we have a product suite of mini digital products. So we have low ticket offers, which in this example is our brand new subscribers to sales systems product. We have our, boutique services, like we have our subscribers to sales ascend program, and our fast track programs. Our services for those programs range between $6,000 and $15,000. This is where we're literally implementing with you and for you, where we're doing the work for your YouTube channel and for your business, right? Helping you with offer creation, funnel delivery. And so, the other things that we don't have but are possible are your community, your memberships, and all of these things. And so the system to promote and sell for the subscribers to sales ascend, since those are high ticket offers, we have a an evergreen system. Okay, so what that looks like is we have sales closers, we have appointment setters that are directing traffic of those that are interested in this service, right? We have them booking calls, or the appointment setter, their function is to book calls. Obviously, the sales closer is to bring them from curious to cold to sold and enroll them in the program. And this is evergreen, right? This happens all year round. This is an evergreen funnel that we have set up. Okay, so the funnel is basically what looks like an opt-in page, which collects name, email, and phone number. And then once somebody opts into there, they learn more about what it is we do through a video sales letter and also a training. Okay, and then once they're interested, they're able to opt in and book a call with our team. And so that is evergreen, meaning we do that all year long, no matter what season. Whereas a launch would be something like, okay, so we close down the sales calls. We're not accepting anything right now. So a launch would be, hey, let's create a wait list for the STS Ascend and Fast Track, which is something I'm open to in the future, but just not right now. But the key is like a wait list, right? A wait list builds so much curiosity, and everyone joins a wait list because there's no harm, no foul, and they learn about it later. Okay, so that would be something very strategic where you're like, okay, we need a wait list page, and then let's say in a month we have 1,000 contacts on our wait list. You're going to send an email to the wait list announcing the launch of a course or announcing the launch of a high ticket service, whatever it is. And that's where you have a bigger cash injection because it's all hands on deck. Your marketing is pushing traffic to this full time, like everywhere. You're emailing your list, you're blowing up all your other social medias, not just your main platform, like for example, YouTube. So you're marketing, telling your audience on LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube. You're marketing to your list, and you're getting as many people as possible into this launch. Okay, the whole point of it is to have a higher revenue month than your average revenue right now. Okay, so those take quite a bit of effort, but the processes and the tools and the people that are involved, once you have it nailed down what it is and whose responsibility is what, it's literally rinse and repeat for years to come. Okay, and that's why I emphasize so much that all of these things, when it comes to sales, client delivery, customer service, financing, and marketing, all of these really need to be systemized so that in the future they can be basically autopilot, and all they have to do is be refined over and over and over. Let me just break down one more thing, because remember how I talked about a system being a combination of people, tools, and what was the other one? I'm looking for it. People, tools, and processes. So let me just give you an inside look at the tech stack for our sales system for our high ticket offers. Okay, so we have Asana that we use as our information hub, right? So it's a repository of information that has our SOPs, our payment links, our agreements, contracts, login information, just everything so that the team can go and access information when they need it, right? It's our sales script is hosted in Asana as well, so that if we get how the sales script goes or we need the outline, we can go and grab it. It's like an information hub that works really well for the appointment setters and the closers. Calendly is, I'm sure you've booked a call on Calendly with somebody, but that is where people apply to book a strategy call with us. Okay, so Calendly is our other tool in the system. Close CRM is what we use to house our database of our active prospects who have showed interest in booking a call with us. So we're able to keep track of like who's a bad fit, who's a good fit, the proposals sent, the opportunities, how much are these opportunities worth. So we're able to house that in Close. Kartra is what collects payments, right? It does the payments. So when somebody pays, either they pay in full or they choose a payment plan, Kartra is automatically sending them the payments. Slack is it's not really part of the sales system. It is, but we use it for communication between the sales team, but also our clients have their own sale or Slack channel with us when they work with us within the program. So I'll be pulling back the curtain to my Asana for this video, but this is the homepage of it. When you log in, you can see all the overdue things that are missing here. The projects that we have in our Asana account. There's quite a bit of projects, and I'll show you how we categorize them and break them down. But the main thing that is very, very useful for me is the My Tasks calendar view. What this does is it allows me to see everything that's going on in my business, in my personal life, and understand what I need to do day by day and week by week. And so here are the main teams and categories of my business. I have the CEO tasks, which is what I have to do, sales and marketing, clients and services, admin and customer service, and then personal, right? I have a personal category so I can keep track of events, doctor's appointments, whatever it is that's going on. So when I go here into, one of the biggest ways that this tool helps me drive revenue is having a content creation system that's reliable, that not only myself, but my whole team can understand and be on board with. And so at this current moment, I'm doing a 30-day content blitz, which is insane. And so that wouldn't be possible if there wasn't a way to put it somewhere and track it somewhere within Asana. And so basically I have all my channel pillars right here, and then I'm able to put it in a orderly fashion where I know hey, there's scripting, filming, transferring footage, briefing, editing, and also in review, and then publication. Then also it's a great way to house different assets like your YouTube banner, assets, just different graphics you need for different things. And so that's what all of this over here is for. But anyway, so you'll see this video, for example, 7 ways Asana helped me cross the 7-figure mark. I come in here and I'm able to see everything. So these are all the points that I want to make in this video. And these are all the subtasks relating to what goes into each YouTube video, so that after this video, I'll be able to assign it to my team. And then the rest is, taken care of essentially. And then it's able to go from concept to publish, right? That's why this is so powerful, and we don't have to worry about remembering every single thing and our responsibilities from our head. It's all right here. And so one of the other major things that I will say is that the number one thing that this this project management tool has helped me do is save me time. Time is not a renewable resource, and the reason why this tool will allow you to do that is because it allows you to centralize everything in one place, keep track of everything you have to do, never forget tasks, get rid of the hardship of using notebooks, sticky notes, and having post-its everywhere, and having things emailed to you as reminders, and talking to your team on Facebook Messenger. You can do all of those things and functions here. And so that's the first thing, is it's allowed me to create boundaries, right? And to gain my time back, to save 10, 12, 15 hours during my week that I would have spent trying to organize my business and my life, right? So that's the first way. And I talked about the content creation just a second ago, but also for our clients, this is a great way to house your clients. And I can't go over all the steps in detail of this, because that's just kind of sensitive info to the company. But in a tracker like this, in a task, we're able to keep track of everything, all the information that we have and need on a particular client. And we're able to have notes week by week and keep track of their progress. So, it's a great way for people to, or not for people, but for our entire team to have a hub where they can come and get information on each client. And I don't want to show all of our processes because, again, it's sensitive to what we do here. But this is this is also a tracker where we can track them week by week, what they're doing, what basically what milestones we have to deliver for them and that the things that they have to deliver to us. So that's one thing, is like, hey, if you're a coach and consultant, there's so many ways to use Asana as a client management system. I hope that really clears it up on what is possible, like how systems should be set up between those three components, and really how once you get these systemized once, you can autopilot and scale and monetize forever with the different functions in your business. So yeah, let me know in the comments if this makes sense. If you want me to dive deeper into one of these topics, it would be really helpful to know what you're interested in. And so if you like this video, definitely check out the video coming up next. I know you're gonna enjoy it. All you gotta do is go to this video right here, boop, boop, click, and we will see you on that next video. All right, take care, thanks.